देख सकते हैं पवन खेड़ा को लेकर के पुलिस की टीम इस वक्त बाहर आई है। असम पुलिस भी आप देखिए क्या है, असम पुलिस के साथ से है, हम बात करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। आप देखिए यहाँ पर सुरक्षा है। तो आप ये देख सकते हैं पवन खेड़ा को लेकर के कहाँ लेके जा रहे हैं आपको, कौन सी कोर्ट। देखिए जी, आप देखिए यहाँ पर पुलिस की टीम अब यहाँ से लेकर जा रही है। आप ये देखिए पुलिस की टीम। सर hello.
All right, there you have reactions coming in extensively from the Congress party, where they claim what exactly has Pawan Khera done that he deserves this kind of punishment, that he had to be detained from the airport, deplaned, detained and then arrested. This is the Congress accusing the BJP of dictatorship. On the other hand, you have some serious charges levelled against Pawan Khera for allegedly insulting Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his father. An FIR has been filed with serious sections, cognizable offence this is, in Assam by a social worker there. Assam Police acting on it has come all the way to the Delhi airport, reached out to the Delhi police with their help, have arrested Pawan Khera. Akshay Dongre, in fact, tracking those movements of Pawan Khera as he's been taken to court. Let me cut across.
Well, Nabila, we are chasing the cars of Mr. Pawan Khera, of the police that is taking Mr. Pawan Khera. There you can see on our screens that this is the car which has Mr. Pawan Khera. In fact, he is sitting in the middle between the two police officials who are taking. So there are two police cars that are in fact taking Mr. Khera to the court, where there will be an attempt by the Assam Police to take a transit remand of Mr. Khera. However, the action, or rather the outreach by police in this case, is also being questioned by the Congress party. They are asking that what kind of a crime has Mr. Khera done for the Assam Police to in fact go to an extent to reach the airplane where Mr. Pawan Khera was, deboard Mr. Pawan Khera and take him to the court. So this is the situation right now. This is the car in which Mr. Pawan Khera is sitting. And while there are, yes, some allegations against Mr. Khera that he insulted the Prime Minister, he insulted father of the Prime Minister as well, but the kind of action that is being taken by the Assam Police is also being questioned by the opposition. Now, the Congress party certainly is going to, in fact, ramp up the protests. In fact, senior police officials in the car that is following the other two cars are also following the entire cavalcade that is going on. That is in fact going to the court, but it all now the ball is in the court of Assam Police. That what kind of action do they want, and what exactly are the cases in which they are asking they will be asking the court to give a transit remand of Mr. Khera. This is as you can see, senior police officials in the car that is following Mr. Khera. It is major concern among the opposition leaders, especially the Congress party. Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala, also one of the spokesperson of the Congress party, was speaking to the media because he was accompanying Mr. Pawan Khera as far as this entire case is concerned. As soon as the Assam Police deboarded Mr. Khera, Mr. Surjewala accompanied Mr. Pawan Khera, and he will in fact be going to the court as well. The other Congress leaders, however, still inside the airport. Now, whether they'll be taking a flight to Raipur, the next flight to Raipur or not, that still is a question. But here, a spokesperson of the Congress party, who has been quite vocal, in fact, for the past several years, as far as the Modi government is concerned. Just a few days back, I also attended attended a press conference by Mr. Pawan Khera. But the kind of action is also a question, because there are many cases where the police in fact refuses to file an FIR. Action being taken at such a haste is a very, very rare thing by any police. No, it's not just the Delhi police or Assam police, by any police in the country. Such kind of an action over a jibe by a political leader, that is the big story here as far as the arrest of Mr. Pawan Khera is concerned. Now the cars, as you can see, moving at a very fast pace. In fact, many cars also crossing the red lights here. That is the question. In fact, the police car that we were just following also crossed the red light to accompany Mr. Pawan Khera. Will try to follow him. And try to find out that where exactly is the action that's planned by the Assam Police. It's very difficult for the Congress party. It's a difficult day because one of their prime spokesperson has been arrested. He was conducting a press conference in Banaras, where the statement that was made, I would like to reiterate the statement that he made. Nabila, he said, while he was referring to the Prime Minister, he said, Narendra Gautam Das Modi. Then he asked his colleague who were sitting with him that is it Damodar Das or is it Gautam Das? So somebody pointed out that it is not Gautam Das, it is Damodar Das. Then he corrected himself, saying that, oh, it is Damodar Das, but Prime Minister does work like Gautam Das, which loosely translates into slave of Gautam. Now clearly hinting at Mr. Gautam Adani, the businessman who was in fact named by the Hindenburg report, the entire controversy that followed. But we are still chasing the cars of the police. They are also in a haste to take Mr. Pawan Khera to the police station. There you have their entire cavalcade of media cars, of police cars that are trying to take Mr. Pawan Khera as soon as possible to the court in a bid to try for a transit remand. It remains to be seen that whether the court will be granting a transit remand or not, but that is a question for later. That is a question when Mr. Khera reaches the court, reaches in front of the court. There is certainty that senior leaders of the Congress party, including Mr. Manu Singhvi, will be representing Mr. Pawan Khera as far as this entire case is concerned. But there are questions. It's not just the political parties that are raising questions. On social media, people are pointing out that what exactly was so touchy about that entire jibe that Mr. Pawan Khera took at the Prime Minister that has resulted into such a massive action. It is the Prime Minister himself who has been talking a lot about criticism. He has said that he welcomes criticism, he welcomes jokes about his government, he welcomes criticism, he welcomes every opposition. But the Assam Police taking this action in such a haste is a question. Now, we'll again try to pan out to the police cavalcade that is in fact going, or rather that is taking Mr. Pawan Khera to the court in Delhi, where he will be produced in front of the judge, and the entire case will be in front of the court, will be in front of the judge, where it is up to the judge to take action, to take to give an order that whether Mr. Pawan Khera has committed a crime worthy of a transit remand, where Mr. Pawan Khera can be taken to Assam Police or not. But this entire case has snowballed into a much larger controversy, because it is highly unlikely that Mr. Pawan Khera, even he would have thought that the statement or the jibe or the mistake, whatever we call it, would attract such a big action by a police.
You know,
similar kind of
Akshay, Pawan
case was
Khera put out a tweet right after he said what he said. He put out a tweet saying it was a genuine mistake. He was confused on Prime Minister's middle name. This is what he said, and he said sorry also right after he made that alleged or so-called mistake. Not too sure if he did that intentionally or if it was a genuine mistake, but he's come out to say sorry. He said it was a genuine mistake and put it out on his social media platform, on his Twitter as well, for the world to see. But that doesn't seem to have been accepted at all. An FIR has been filed leveling some serious charges. Would you take us through exactly what the FIR says and what are the charges so serious that the police did not even need a warrant or a notice? They came straight at the Delhi airport, Terminal 1, embarrassed him supremely, dragged him out of that airport and have now arrested him.
Well, that is the question. In fact, even Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala was pointing out just outside the police station of the Indira Gandhi airport, that what is exactly the crime in the case of Mr. Pawan Khera, what exactly has he said? Because he apologized, as you rightly mentioned, on the social media platform Twitter, where he said that it was a genuine mistake and he doesn't want to insult the Prime Minister. It was a slip of tongue, and he apologizes for what he has said. So that remains to be seen, that how the police is actually going to justify the action that's being taken. Assam Police will also have to answer, Assam government will also have to answer about these questions that are being raised. And in a rushed manner, Nabila, this entire action is being taken. Mr. Pawan Khera is being rushed to a court. The exact specific details of what happens in the court, we will all be reporting about it. But this is in fact a very serious political story. According to the opposition, they are saying that an arrest of Mr. Pawan Khera is dictatorship. They are calling it a dictatorship. They are saying that the kind of action that's being taken by the Assam Police is unprecedented, and over what statement, and over a genuine mistake which he apologized publicly for. So it's all a big question now, that how the police is in fact going to proceed further, what exactly the police is going to
come as an unprecedented controversy, something that we've never seen in the past. Akshay Dongre, where are the other Congress netas? We believe that there were nearly 50 Congress netas who were taking that plane to Raipur, and right after Pawan Khera was asked to deplane, all of the other Congress netas followed suit. They all stepped out of that aircraft and came on the tarmac or sat in Dharna, not allowing that flight to take off at all. So where are those leaders? Have they all left the airport? Are they still creating that commotion? Because one should know, whatever they think is the intention of the cops or the government or that FIR that's been filed, whatever be their view on that, they cannot inconvenience innocent passengers. You have people there, entering the airport on a regular basis. The kind of traffic that the Delhi airport has is huge. So to inconvenience them at this point was also not right on the part of the Congress.
Well, yes, that's also true. In fact, the flight that was supposed to take off at 1:45 p.m. Nabila, it was grounded. It was there on the tarmac for several hours before the flight could actually be cancelled, and the passengers, the non-political passengers who were in that flight, they could be shifted to another flight. But that's also for the police to answer, that the action that's being taken also has caused some delay. Then there was, of course, the political opposition, the protest by the Congress leaders who in fact went out and sat on the tarmac itself. That has caused a lot of delays as well, because there are times that people have meetings, there are times when people have serious business when they take flight, and any kind of a delay is always an inconvenience, but this delay was for several hours. The flight had to be cancelled ultimately. The Congress leaders have not gotten out of the airport as of now. There is still little clarity that whether they will be taking flight to Raipur or whether they will in fact be going to the court where Mr. Pawan Khera will be produced. Because in all honesty, the story that has now developed in the national capital is even bigger than the events that were to take place in Raipur, the entire event. So we would again like to show you the convoy that is going on. There you can see a lot of other police cars joining now. There are press vehicles that are following, and it's all being done in a very filmy manner,
right.
Nabila, because
this is certainly quite filmy. You have Akshay Dongre, thank you very much. Akshay is following Pawan Khera's car at this point while he's being taken to the local court. The Assam Police are hoping that they get or they're granted a transit remand, after which they will be taking Pawan Khera to Assam and investigate this case. Huge developments coming in, and what an embarrassment for the Congress's Pawan Khera. While he was literally dragged out of that plane, detained by the Assam Police and taken in, he's now been arrested, with the other Congress netas also deboarding themselves and protesting right on that tarmac, ensuring that that plane did not take off. Certainly scenes and sights that we've never seen in the past, but of course India Today on top of this story.